Senator Van. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair, and Commissioner McCartney. Good to see you again. You'll remember in previous estimates we've had some discussions and I've asked some questions about some previous undercover operatives. I'm going to return to that subject again. In previous estimates, previous hearings we've had, you've told this committee that the operatives in question had no threats to their safety. Is that a fair way to sum up your testimony?
I'd have to go back and look at the testimony, Senator. I think that was categorised as we had identified no direct threats.
Okay, thank you. I have an email here from you to one of those undercover operatives dated 7 March 23. Would you like me to table it, or can I just read the relevant part? It's very brief.
Well, if you're going to ask me questions on it, Senator, I'd like to have a look at it.
Sure.
You don't need to table it, but you can provide a copy.
Happily.
Yeah.
And just to assist you, the relevant part is the bottom of the second page, as printed.
I've got the email.
Thank you. Clearly, a question has been put to you about are there any locations that would be unsafe for the operative and his family? And you say, in response, to answer your question, there are locations that would be unsafe for you and your family to attend as a result of your work. As per Assistant Commissioner Koendering's email, you should avoid locations, private or public, that you visited as part of your deployments and you know are frequented by persons of interest and their associates.
So whereabouts is that in the email, Senator? You can just direct
As I said, bottom of the second page, under the heading, are there any locations that would be unsafe for you and your family? Would you like me to read it out again?
No, I've got that, Senator.
Sorry?
I've got that.
Good. So you've clearly agreed, given that these operatives operated very widely and across Australia and in many, many cities, you're effectively saying that if he leaves his house, he's unsafe. Is that a fair place to leave previous serving officers?
So listen, what I will say, and I think we've been on the record that we're not going to get into the finer details of these cases in terms of these undercover officers. I think we provide advice to all of our undercover officers in terms of locations they may or may not travel to, given the nature of their work. And this is a general protocol in terms of how we deal with these matters, Senator.
And so then let's take it out of the specific and into the abstract. You're saying it's okay for your officers, once they've finished work, to be unsafe anywhere they might travel to? Because that's the effect of what you're saying.
No, it's not. It depends on the circumstances of the deployment, Senator.
Commissioner, your words are there are locations that would be unsafe for you and your family to attend as a result of your work. That's allowing a live threat to, if not impact dramatically, affect the life of your serving members.
I think the best way to describe it is, Senator, we identified no direct threat, but as an abundance of precaution, like we do to all our officers that are on the Undercover Program, we provide guidance in terms of their work when they're in the program and also when they're out of the program. And I think in terms of just some further context, I might pass to Deputy Commissioner Barrett.
Yeah, Senator, can I please just go back to our previous hearing before this committee where I did raise some concerns that there is ongoing professional standards investigations in relation to these matters, some of which have come from complaints from the members that you're talking about. So we just need to be very careful that we're not impacting or prejudicing any of those investigations. It's very important, including to the members that have made the complaints, that we have the time and space to conduct those investigations properly and thoroughly.
And as you should, Ms Barrett, and I completely respect that. However, it's quite clear here that the AFP is aware of matters that could affect members' safety, and you have an obligation to protect their safety. Do you not?
So, Senator, perhaps Deputy Commissioner Gale, who sits over the top of our undercover area, could talk more broadly about how we manage our undercover operatives broadly.
Given the limited time, can I just ask that it be, if you address the point of knowing that there's unsafe places for them that they may come across, and how you address that particular point?
Lisa Gale, Deputy Commissioner. Thank you for the question, Senator Van. What I would say, and I would just firstly reinforce the comments of my colleagues, both the Acting Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner, just in terms of that there is significant risk in discussing anything related to the security arrangements for our undercover program officers in a public forum such as this, and it may jeopardise and place our members, not just the ones that you're referencing but other members, at greater risk, plus also compromise methodology. So that is why we won't talk to specifics in relation to our officers in relation to the undercover program.
Ms Gale, I've already conceded that. My point is there is conduct that's quite evident from very senior levels of AFP that are aware of unsafe circumstances presented to previous members. And over the years of raising questions about this, I've not heard one single thing that says it's being addressed and their safety is being looked after.
Senator, I would say that we consider the safety of all of our members.
Yes, I've heard that before, but no actions. It's easy to sit here and say that, but what are you doing?
Do you not have undercover, police? Sorry. You're asking the same questions
Commissioner?
and giving the same answers because...
Senator, what I can say to you is that we do regularly undertake risk assessment processes to consider potential threats to our officers, and I can give you every assurance that that is an ongoing process and one that has been occurring within the context of the officers you're referring to.
Not according to the evidence, but thank you, Chair.